Today is day 5, and we are talking about building blocks. So what does that mean? Like, what does a building block mean? Well, it's so important when you're looking at the longevity of your business and you're looking at the things that you need to do to achieve success. It all starts with ground zero, right? It starts when you first sign up and you come into your business, and maybe you've dabbled in some other businesses. Maybe you are brand new to the community-based marketing space. Maybe you have done a brick and mortar business and now you're going to more online. Everyone comes to the table, or what I say, the end of the stairs, at a certain level. Transferable skills that you're bringing in that could contribute to the growth of your business. Maybe you've done other things and those skills are contributing to the growth of your business. But everybody comes in at a different level and they bring different things to the table. And it's really important to know this, and that's what we're going to kind of get into today. So sometimes we come into our business and we're fired up. Like we signed up for this company. We love their products. We love what we're seeing, that the potential, the vision we have when we first come in, the wild, inspiring goals we have. We start off with that burning desire, the belief, and we're going to crush it. And then somewhere along the way, things start happening that kind of like get us in this icky space. Like maybe you come into your team page and you're seeing all these people like rank advancing, getting shout outs. You see people that maybe join after you that are surpassing you very quickly. Maybe you come in and you're like doing everything you think you're supposed to be doing and you're not seeing the immediate results, like people saying yes or people signing in. And slowly but surely, you start to lose a little bit of that passion, a little bit of that desire. You start questioning yourself. You start comparing yourself to other people. And you start thinking like, ooh, maybe this isn't right for me, or maybe this industry isn't going to do what I thought it would do, and maybe this company isn't right, and I'm not good at this, and I'm not as skilled. And the thing is, you start letting that belief, that burning desire, all those things that we talked about at the beginning of the week start getting faltered. And it really is a faltered perception. And that's what we're going to talk about today and spend some time on. Because if you allow those types of things to start affecting your mindset, then it's going to affect your business, and it's going to start proving you right. You aren't doing what needs to be done. You aren't making the strides. You're not showing up like you did maybe day one. And it's not that someone else is better than you or you're not good enough or that you can't do it. There is building blocks when you come into a company or when you come into this industry that you have to start building before you maybe get to a space that you're wanting to achieve. Or maybe, someone that comes in after you is bringing different skills than you had. Or maybe the people that you recognize your upline like shouting from the rooftops and they're doing awesome and they're rank advancing. And you're like, man, like I want that, but I'm not achieving it. But are you on the same level as that person in their skills and their training and where they've been and their skills, their transferable skills, or, things that they've already been on the stair that you're on? So just to kind of give you a perspective, every person is on a different stage. Every person comes into the business on a different stage. Every person has different skills, just like I talked about previously. So you've got to get into a space where you understand this and you get into your own lane and know that it's going to take building blocks for you to see success. And your staircase looks different than other people's. I always refer to this as a staircase because I think it's so, the analogy fits just perfect. So if you think about a huge staircase, I mean like bukus of stairs, that when you come up and you're at the bottom of the staircase and you're looking up, you're like, holy crap, like I don't know how I'm ever gonna get up there. Like I am so out of shape, but I'm gonna have to climb all these stairs to get to some massive reward at the top. Whether that be, whatever you could visualize. It's your big vision, right? That compelling vision that we talked about. And each staircase maybe contains different goals to get to that big compelling vision. And you're starting out at the bottom. Or maybe you come into your company and you have a little bit of transferable skills and you're starting at like maybe staircase 4 or 5 in your company. And so you're on your own staircase and you're walking towards the top where your vision is. Nobody else's vision, your vision. What you want out of this. Your goals and your vision and what you want might be completely different than the next person who's swinging by you in the ranks or in the recognition or whatever. You have to stay on your staircase and focus on your steps. And that's what I call the building blocks. Because if you're focusing on someone else's staircase and where they're at on their walk to their vision, you're missing a huge mark. It's affecting your mindset. It's affecting how you're going to do things. And you're comparing your step 1 to their step 20. And I guarantee you, it is going to negatively affect your business. Because you're getting in a mindset that's not serving. You're not going to attract the things you need to attract. You're going to get defeated and quit and not take the next step and not focus on what do I need to do to move my dang foot up to the next step. Rather than, let me look over here at her staircase. She's up there. How'd she get there? Let me look at what she's doing. And then I'm going to copy that. And then I'll be up to her staircase. I'll just jump. I'll fly. I don't have to step. I'll just fly to where she is because I'm going to do exactly what she's doing. But it's not authentic to you. And it's not your staircase. And it's not your vision. And next thing you know, you're falling down the dang stairs because you can't fly. So it's very important to think about this. Focus on your own space. Stop comparing yourself to other people. And just look at each stair as a building block. And to be able to step up to the next, you have to develop growth, either in yourself, knowledge and skills that you need in our industry, in the community-based marketing industry. Maybe it's knowledge and just language and things you need to understand about your company, how it works, the compensation plan, what's the best way to share the opportunity, the product, how can you educate people about it, learning about how to build a brand or how to show up on social media. All of these things are going to be skills, growth, knowledge, competence that you have to be able to keep walking up the stairs to that big vision. And you can't compare where you're at to someone else. You only have to focus on your staircase and what do you need to do to learn, grow, and gain skills to step up. And not keep falling back down the stairs because you're not paying attention to stepping up. So that's kind of the analogy that I really like to use because it makes so much sense. Because it's moving up. It's up-leveling yourself. It's up-leveling your vibe and your space. And if you don't do these things, then you're going to either stay at the same spot or you're going to continue to fall down. And anytime you slip and fall down because you're looking over here instead of stepping up, you're hindering the growth of your business. Not only are you hindering the growth of your business, you're hindering your mindset, you're hindering your belief, and your burning desire. And we know from the beginning of the week, those two things are the most important. that you must really start with and have to be able to build a successful business. So this class is going to be a little bit shorter today because I want to get into some other things. But one thing you can think about doing is start creating a daily, a weekly, a monthly, a quarterly, and a yearly plan to where you're constantly growing, gaining skills, gaining competence to be able to walk up your next staircase or your next step on your staircase. And so some of those things could be like every morning doing personal development, because that's going to grow you as a person. And you have to grow as a person to be able to step up and to be able to level up. You may not be ready to be at staircase 20 because you don't have the skills, you don't have the growth level, you don't have the awareness and the knowledge you need to have to be able to sustain a stair 20 business and team. So you have to gain those skills and you have to go through different stages of your business to be able to arrive there. But if you don't respect that space and respect where you are and continue to focus in your own lane, you may never get there because you completely quit or your mindset gets all jacky wacky. Okay? So something you could do, personal development every day to grow you. Then you could incorporate business training every day to grow your skills and competence, whether it be company business training or it be industry business training. Do something every day. I know companies have like training calls. Maybe you have team calls. Make sure you're showing up to every single thing that you can and get involved in what your company is offering you to grow. Not only does it grow your skills, but it also allows you to be a part of the community. It increases your belief system because you're seeing other people and other things. You're seeing how it can work. You're gaining that knowledge that maybe it's about your product, and you get education on what your product is or how it can work or the new sales coming out, or you're just in the know. And that's going to increase your belief system and your knowledge and your skills. So everyday business training or company training. Excuse me. And the next thing would be like monthly training. Like maybe you go to an event that's like a community-based marketing event, or maybe you attend like a webinar or a seminar online that's going to increase your skills and your competence. Maybe you plan a team mastermind, or you go to where your team is setting up some sort of like mastermind or training system. So that could be a space that you grow monthly, and then come up with a quarterly investment into your business. So like maybe you're attending an event that is only put on once a year. Like maybe it's an event your company's putting on, or maybe it's a community-based marketing 5-day event. I know that there's been several that I've invested in quarterly to go with, people that are very high-level trainers in this particular industry. So pick something quarterly that you go to, and then think about what you can do to invest in yourself and your business on a yearly level. So maybe that's a group mastermind class, or a business course, or a personal growth and development group course, or maybe that's hiring a one-on-one coach, and really invest in you taking that next step and you up-leveling your skills, your vibe, everything. And I know like we think like, man, I'm in this business to make money. I'm not really making money. How am I going to go invest in myself for training and skills when I'm not making money yet? But that's the point. You have to take that chance and invest in yourself. You have to do things to up-level who you are on a growth standpoint, as a skills and competence standpoint, if you want to be able to take that next step in the staircase, if you want to keep walking up and up leveling yourself, then you have to do that to be able to reach that success. I have not ever, I'm going to be straight up, I have not ever seen someone be successful that did not have mentors, coaches, consultants, a group of people that maybe are where they're or where they want to go, and they're surrounding themselves with that type of person. It just doesn't happen. And if you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone and invest in yourself and your business, then you won't step up the staircase. You're going to stay where you're at, or you're going to continue to, look around you and think you have to do what Sally Joe's doing on her social media and copy that and move down the staircase, because it's going to mess everything up. And so you really have to think about what can you do to up-level yourself and move up the dang staircase. And that could be so many things. And I just went over several of them, but I can guarantee you that if you don't have some sort of system or plan to up-level yourself and create those building blocks to keep moving up, you're going to stay stagnant, or you're going to fall down. Your tower of blocks is going to crumble, because you can't sustain, most people can't sustain the mindset, the belief, the burning desire, the passion, the go for it, all on your own for where you're at. You have to do things to up-level your vibe. You have to do things to up-level your awareness, your knowledge, your skills, your competence in this industry, in yourself, to be able to continue to grow, to reach that top stair that you want to reach, that where your compelling vision is sitting. And if you don't make choices to do that, you won't ever reach it, because you're not doing anything to build that block and build yourself and grow and learn to keep moving up the dang staircase. So I know this kind of is like, you get into a space where you're like, okay, so where do I do? What should I focus on? Where am I at? And only you can determine that. But I would highly suggest putting in a daily, a weekly, a monthly, a quarterly, and a yearly plan of action to move you forward. So that's kind of what today is about, is just the building blocks. Your return on investment will be worth it. If you invest in yourself and your growth, it will be worth it, because you're going to up-level in so many different areas. You're going to up-level in your skills and your knowledge. You're going to up-level in your inner circle. Like, let's say you join a group class or a group mastermind. I can't tell you the amount of times I've invested in business courses or group mastermind courses. And one of the biggest things that I took away from that space is I surrounded myself with other people that were higher vibe, that were higher skilled, or were shooting for the same things I was. And now I'm parallel with people that are going after it and killing it. And that raises my vibe, that raises my space, as opposed to me still hanging out with people that are still in the same staircase as I am, and not investing in themselves and not showing up the way that they need to show up to get to the next stair. So just incorporating people in an inner circle in your life that is going to just automatically raise your vibe is super important. And so just that piece alone, not to mention all the skills and training I learned to grow a better business, but just walking away with friends or, acquaintances that are high vibe is really, really important. Another thing is like hiring a mentor or hiring a coach, or hiring somebody that's already been where you want to go, is already doing things you want to do, and having them help you, having them hold you accountable, having them give you new awarenesses and insights that maybe you don't have yet to get to the next level, to hold you accountable to take that step. Sometimes we don't have what it takes without that. I know I've invested in many coaches from the time I started my business, my very first business in network marketing. I invested in different coaches, whether that be a life coach, because I needed to fix some stuff here and here to like up level my personal growth to get to that space. Or maybe it's a business coach because I felt like I had gotten to a certain level in my business and I needed more skills in like technology, like email marketing and YouTube and blogging and Facebook ads. Like I needed those skills to take me from this step to the next step. Or maybe it's a group mastermind class where I can collaborate with other people and I can learn and grow and up level my energy vibe with the circle of influence that I have and the people that I'm surrounding myself with. Super important. Or maybe it comes down to just the simple fact of money is energy. And if we hoard it and we feel a lack of it and we feel like we're not building our business, but if we invest in ourselves and we think of money as energy, and that if you give it to up level yourself, the more of it's going to come back to you. I can tell you right now, the moment that I have dropped down an investment in myself and my business that felt super scary, I immediately up leveled my vibe. And I immediately saw the return on investment just from me feeling faithful and going all in and investing in myself. I automatically stood up and stepped up and started up leveling myself to the level that I needed to be to earn that money back and to go all in. Money is energy, guys. And the more that you invest your energy or invest your money into things that are going to up level you and take you to the next space, the more return on investment you're going to have. And I know it's scary sometimes. I know that, thinking about what do I need to do to up level myself can be like out of comfort zone. Sometimes it takes taking a big leap. I mean, there's been times when I hired a coach that I felt sick to my stomach because I'm like, holy crap, like this is a lot of money. But, and I can't even tell you how much, I won't even tell you how much money I've spent on hiring, but I'll tell you, every time I did it, I up leveled myself, I grew, I gained skills, I advanced my business, I started crushing things that I didn't crush before, I grew a bigger circle of influence that led me to other opportunities and other spaces that I'm able to grow into and grow my business and my audience. And I can tell you, every single time I did it, I up-leveled and my business grew. And the return on investment was huge. So think about that. I know for your homework today, the first thing that you really need to think about is what are the two top frustrations you're having in your business right now. Address those, figure out what you can do to up level yourself in those areas. What could you do to gain the skills and competence that you need to step past this frustration, to step to the next staircase step to get towards your compelling vision? And then number 2 was, after this class, what is the immediate steps you are going to take to build your next block, to step up to the next step? What are you going to do? What are you going to implement to gain the skills, to gain the growth, to gain the knowledge that you need to step up, to level up? Or are you just going to stay on the same stair? Because it's up to you. Okay, and then number 3 is, after this class, what is one thing you're going to do to invest in yourself and your business to be able to get to the next step? Because I can tell you, if you're not investing in yourself, if you're not investing things back into your business, you're not going to get a return. You're not going to get that return. An investment in yourself and an investment in your business always has a return on your investment if you show up and if you do what needs to be done to level up. And I can guarantee you, if you're investing money and you're throwing down that investment, you're gonna step up. You're gonna level up. I can tell you right now, with my one-on-one clients, the people who invest bigger money, or even if it's in my business and people are looking at the different packages to buy, or different product packages to buy, the person who spends the most money shows up the most. And it's just because it's an energy level. That's all it is. Money means nothing except for that it's an energy and a currency that you're exchanging for value. So think about that. What are you going to do? Look at your, maybe your business budget, what you want to invest this year. Create a weekly or a daily, weekly, quarterly, yearly plan of what you can do to invest back into yourself and your business, and stick to it no matter what, because it will give you a return on investment if you show up and do it. So I'd love to hear all the responses from today for your homework in the group. I will definitely get in there today and respond and read what you have to write. If you have any questions or anything you want to address, please do so, and I will get to it. And I will help you to take these steps, because I've been there and I've walked several and I'm still doing it. So it doesn't matter what level you are in your business or what staircase you're on, you're always going to need to step up. You never really truly arrive. Everyone needs that push to become the best version of themselves. And you can't get there if you don't have circumstances and things that are helping you to get there. People that are advancing your awareness and your knowledge. So take the time today, really think about that, and I can't wait to see your answers. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will talk to y'all soon.